Elon Musk with SpaceX, particularly with the satellites, of course, which have been used, for example, in Ukraine to help them in this war against Russia. What do you think of Musk and what he's doing in this area?
Yeah, so Musk, I think one of the biggest contributions he's making is he's trying to drive down the cost of access to space. That's sort of a slightly buried objective here. Buried, not that anyone's purposefully burying it, they're just not noticing that this is an important driver. Because if you can take down the cost, then other kinds of activities can then unfold in space, such as space tourism. By the way, let's think about it. I don't know the future, I don't have a crystal ball, but I can imagine a future where space tourism is routine. It becomes commoditized, and you save up a few vacation paychecks, and that'll get you into space. You know people will line up and want to do that. And there's nothing like seeing Earth from space. It is not the color-coded countries that were drawn on your schoolroom globe. You see Earth as nature had intended you to see, with oceans and lands and clouds. That can change you just by being a tourist in space. So no, I'm not with the people who are saying, don't do that, let's stick to Earth.
Yeah, I completely agree. And if you use that kind of logic, you never do anything, because there's always something more important that stops you doing something fun. You made some predictions on American television very recently about what would happen by 2050. Two of them I thought were quite likely. Self-driving electric vehicles, yep, I think we're going to get that, pretty well are. A visiting alien to Earth, yep, I think that's highly likely by 2050. But the second one, or the third one on this list, humans will have the ability to regenerate their limbs. That was a real little eye-popper for me. Are we going to really be able to do that?
Okay, well, so let me put that in context. That appears in the book's chapter called Exploration and Discovery, and I go through 150 years of the exponential growth of discovery and the role that science and technology plays in shaping civilizations. And practically everybody predicting at the beginning of each 30-year period got it wrong. Yeah, that you can make linear predictions and maybe some of that work, but what typically happens is a discovery comes in from the side, from above, from below.
Why do you think limbs? Why limbs?
Limbs. Okay, no, I'll tell you why. So again, so I gave my predictions so that in 2050 people could laugh at how wrong they were. just put that. That's why I gave the predictions. So I said, let me just try it. So why limbs? Because you and I are approximately the same age. We learned biology in an era where we said the tree of life, humans are at the top, and we are the pinnacle of evolution. I remember hearing biologists say that, and teachers teach that. Excuse me, it was white men were at the top of the evolutionary, that depending on which textbook you use. And I think to myself, suppose, this is what a cosmic perspective does to you, suppose some other animal made that same chart. If newts made that chart, they would say, we're at the top because we can regenerate limbs. And they would pity humans on the evolutionary scale because we can't.
All right, Neil.
Eagles would say, we're at the top.
I get it. So we've got 20 seconds left.
All I'm saying is that
20 seconds.
I'm just saying because regenerating limbs exists in the genome of other animals, and we're all related genetically. Okay? All animals on Earth have common DNA. So take a snip of that, tuck it in us, bada bing, line up the veterans first.
I'm going to get you back on in 2050 to see if you're right about this. But Neil, we've run out of time. I could talk to you all night. Thank you. You're always fantastic. I appreciate you coming on.